Hi there. I recently got a comment from someone asking about all my basses and what tunings I use with them. And since I just passed 1000 subscribers, woo, I thought I could make a video about it and go through my room and all the equipment I usually use for my videos. So let's get into it. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's subscribed to me so far. Making these videos has been so much fun, and I feel like it's been instrumental in me developing as an artist and getting more comfortable with my instrument, since that hasn't always been the case. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And let's get to it. Without further ado, here's what I use. Here's my desk. And that's the Studio RTA Creation Station. Quite handy. I really like this 2 levels it has on offer. I'm currently running my signal through the Focusrite ISA1, and it has the digital DA converter addition. So it goes to my Army Babyface Pro FS in digital format via the ADAT, and from there it's using the USB to go to my computer and Reaper, which I use for most of my stuff. I know how to use Pro Tools and Ableton as well, but this just feels the most handy to me. So if you're a fellow Reaper user, kudos to you. I might want to change the theme to something that is a bit more colorful for the videos. This one is a bit too bleak for my tastes anyway. I have the monitors I use are the ESI N-Ear 5s. Not too good. They're actually pretty terrible, but I don't really use them for monitoring purposes. I only use them when I like to listen to music or something while I'm working or reading or anything like that. Future Olli here. What I forgot to mention in my video is that I use a ton of headphones. I do practically all my mixes and sound processing and post-processing with headphones, and I do not use speakers pretty much at all. And my go-to headphones at the moment are the Beyerdynamic DT77 Pro 250 ohms, and these are super nice tracking headphones. Everything sounds pretty cool with them, and they close out a lot of noise. It's especially important for me since my basses tend to be quite loud when I play them, and that distracts me, because then I can't hear what the bass actually sounds like on the track. And for all the mixing and post-processing, I use the Sennheiser HD650s, and these are also super nice. I used to use Sonarworks, but nowadays I just use the custom EQ that I built into my Army Babyface Pro, since that one has 3 fully adjustable EQ bands for every in and out. And here you can see my EQ for the 650s. And also my EQ for the speakers. This makes them sound a bit nicer. For my DI signal, it goes through the Digitech drop pedal for some of the guitar stuff I do, and then into the DI inputs of the ISA1. Sadly, the DI in the ISA1 isn't that good, and the amp out usually gets some kind of hum going on, so I'm not using that too much. It's a shame, really. And I've got here a bag of Dunlop Altex 0.88 in standard shape. The best pick. Fight me. So let's go into the main stuff, the instruments. There they are in all their glory. I'm actually missing one since I just loaned one of my guitars to a friend, since I'm not doing that much guitar stuff right now, so I don't really need those. I have the Hello Kitty Stratocaster here, equipped with the bare knuckle Warpig HP90, so it's a humbucker-sized P90, and with a single switch, no volume, no tone. That's an on-off switch that has a fuzz in the middle position, a passive fuzz, so basically just a diode. It makes it sound a bit darker and a bit muddier, and since the Warpig is so super tight, that's usually what I like. No modifications here, other modifications, except the saddle pieces that I changed to the Graphtec string savers. Then I have my main guitar at the moment. This is an older ESP LTD Hybrid-300, which has which has a bare knuckle single coil in the neck, and the Seymour Duncan Alpha or Omega, the Mark Holcomb signature pickup in the bridge position. 2 volumes, no tone, might want to change that at some point, and a 3-way switch. This one is currently tuned to drop C sharp with a 10 to 52 Elixir string set. Really nice. I'm using the Elixir NanoWeb strings on all my guitars, since they are super nice, last for ages, and feel just like normal strings. Onto the basses. This one is a rather interesting bass. This is actually an old Aria Pro II XRB-2, I think. It's made in Japan, or at least the body is. See, here's a story about this bass. Firstly, I don't think this was originally blue. I think it has been painted. The road horns should be fake. I've since changed the bridge and done some modification to the electronics, and since it now only has a mic switch and a volume pot, and the pickups are still original, though I'm looking forward to changing the precision pickup to something that's more balanced, since these pickups put out a ton of bass. That's really an excessive amount. A few stickers here to make it look cool. And and the reason I had to change the bridge is actually so I could move it a bit backward, so I could intonate this. See, the neck is not original. Originally this one had a 24 fret neck, and someone just put a standard 20 fret Fender style neck to it. So the end result was that it couldn't intonate at all, not even close. But it's a nice neck. Okay. And then I have my newest addition to the line, which is my Dingwall D-Roc. It's a really nice body shape with the fanner frets and 34 to 36.25 inch scale lengths, and the 3 Dingwall pickups. This one just went through some modifications. As you can see, the pickup selector pot is not the original, and that's because I wanted to have the jazz bass pickup layout here, as well as the middle pickup by themselves. So basically just a P bass type of sound, and then the last two pickups wired in series, so to get that humbucker style sound. That's really nice. I actually also had the nut filed for a thicker string set, so this now sports a custom string set which ends with a 110 from DR. I'm using the high beams on this currently, since the bassist from Muse also used DR high beams, so I wanted to try them out. Normally I'm only using DR lowriders on all my basses, but let's see how this goes. Then next in line is my Warmoth bass. It's a super nice body, satin lacquer. And the thing about the Warmoth satin lacquer is that it really doesn't feel like it's going to get glossy anytime soon. It doesn't hold fingerprints, cleans up super well. This has been used by 3 guys before me, and it's still like new, except for the few dents here and there. And it's equipped with the EMG MMCS Musicman style pickup and a Schaller bridge, and also it has a roasted maple neck and a fingerboard and a really cool sticker right there. I love cats. And then the last one and the odd one out, since this has 5 strings. Oh my. This is my Charvel Pro Mod JJ5 Dimas bass. And it also has a roasted maple fretboard, 34 inches scale, and a really nice look. This has the DiMarzio Aria J pickups, and those are passive pickups with an active preamp. Currently this one is tuned to C standard. For some reasons I really don't know yet. So those were my instruments. And as mentioned previously, I only use DR strings, mainly the Lowrider series, and that's purely because they just sound the best. I've been through many manufacturers and string sets, and these are just the best, no question about it. Moving on from my instruments to my amplification. This here is a new arrival, rather new. I recently bought a Mesa Boogie M9 carbine with a early serial number, so this is still the 900 watt version and not the 600 watt version. It's been functioning so far without no problems, though I haven't had the chance to actually hook it up to a cabinet, so I'm running it through a dummy load, the 2 notes captor that I have situated in the back, and it has been nice. I'm still not sure if I'm actually going to keep it or just keep using my Fender Rumble 200 for all my amped bass tones, which I only usually use in rehearsals, so well, we'll see, no worries. Then I have a nice pedal cabinet, and right there is the Picatrix. That's actually the Guma drive. That's a B3 Douglas B3K Quo-P. Super nice. A bit noisy. I'll need to do a review for that at some point. The Boss TU3 chromatic tuner, the best. And then the MXR Bass Octave Deluxe. And then I have a rat clone that I did myself and which doesn't really work that well. That's what you get for DIY. And also the good old Behringer vintage tube overdrive. Really nice tube screamer style overdrive. And here on the lower level I have the Knox Tape Core Deluxe, a super nice tape delay, and the Fender Marine Layer Reverb, super nice reverb. I love the special setting, it has a super nice long reverb. And then an actual Proco Rat that I use actually quite a lot. It's a super nice bass distortion, at least if you have something before it in the signal chain so you can tighten it up a bit. And for that there's the Earthquaker Devices plumes that I've just been using for that. For some sounds that are going to be featured in an upcoming video sometime when I get the chance to make it. And then I have my pedal boards here, both in their cases. Let's go through those as well. Just a second. So here's my current gigging and rehearsals pedal board. It's running on the Palmer Pedal Bay 50S and it has the accompanied Palmer pedal power supply underneath. My signal chain is, first it goes to the chromatic tuner, then the Darkglass supersymmetry compressor, which is just super nice. It just makes everything sound better. Then the Ibanez PD7 on the clean mode. None of the other modes really work that well, but the clean mode is a super nice boost. It just adds definition to everything. And then there's the Pork and Pickle bass overdrive, currently set for fuzz. And it's a nice grainy overdrive, but it really needs the PD7 in front of it to make it sound good, since the PD7 tightens it up and cleans it up really well as well. And last but not least is my bread and butter, the Darkglass B7K Ultra with the cabinet simulation. I usually use the B7K as a low to medium gain overdrive. This time it's been set quite high, but I really like how it sounds when this is on a low or medium overdrive and I hit it with some overdrive from the Pork and Pickle. That makes the sound super balanced and nice. So that's my pedal board. It's small, it's compact, it's light, and I really like it. It gives me all the sounds I need. And over here in the corner I also have my other pedal board. That's the Warwick Rockboard 3.1. And that's the one I built while I didn't have any gigs or rehearsals. And after dragging that to a few rehearsals and a few gigs, I suddenly felt the need to build this. Do I need to say more? And then there's I have a reflector here and a Godox SL60 light with a softbox. And these are the main ingredients in all my videos. I also have another Godox SL60 here, and that's for the backlight to separate me from the black background. Hello, Kylo. And then there's my last shelf. I used to use this cheap LED light for my backlights, but it's situated too far out, so it doesn't really work that well. Here are a few of these things. I don't really know why, but I think they're cute. And a few books, Army Manual, the Ultimate, the Systematic Mixing Guide, I haven't opened it once. And all kinds of stuff that I wanted. This one is a unit that I'm going to do a review soon-ish, I hope. So stay tuned for that. So these are the main tools I use for all my videos. Did I leave anything out? Is there anything else you'd like to know? Just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to it. Thanks again for the 1000 subscribers. That's huge for me. Thank you so much. And I'll get back to you with some more bass videos soon. This is Brian and I, over.